here we are. We're going to unbox the 11,500 max starting watts. Look at that tri-fuel Predator inverter generator. A neighbor asked me, what are you going to power with this? And I said, everything. So I just got it out of the Bronco. Whoa, it fits in the back, barely. We'll take off our cover here. So here you got it. This has a metal fuel tank. I like that. Okay, so we'll get to unboxing it. Okay, let's get down to this. Got to get it out of the box. Make sure everything in there is not crushed, no obvious damage before I cut this box apart. So when I got this at Home Depot, so this generator was just released. You know, they started showing it about a year ago. So it was just released, and the weekend that it was released also coincided with Predator Days, Generator Days, 20% off for Inside Track members. And also, because this is kind of a rough time of year, you know, it's got government shutdowns, we're getting furloughed, but and I don't like to add new credit cards. But with a Home Depot card, you could, or with a Harbor Freight card, you could get 0% on this for 36 months. So 20% off. So it went from 2,100 down to 1,700 for 11,500 watt tri-fuel, pure sine wave, inverter generator. 0% interest, and then on top of that, and I have to go back to Harbor Freight because they didn't give me the discount on my, you get 10% off on your first purchase. So you're able to stack those, meaning I get the 20%, whatever that price is, I get 10% off of that on the first, and really that pays for the 2-year protection plan. So I'm pretty excited about that. Okay, so some of the things I see in the box, we have some high altitude parts in here. We have our owner's manual, always very important. It says how far away to keep it, so this lets me know that I'm going to have to buy at least a 20-foot generator cord. So I have a 50 amp cord, but either that or just go get I'll go get a 50 amp plug and put the 50 amp plug back on this. That might be on my, because I have a 50 amp cable. I just put a 30 amp plug on it. I don't know. I gotta see. Maybe I'll just get a whole new cable. All right, here it is. So this has the wheel kit and the handles. I'm gonna get it out of this box. I'm gonna stop the video while I get it out of this box. So we have it not quite unboxed, so everything looks like it's in really good shape as it comes out of the box. So it looks like we have a funnel to fill it up with oil. We have our natural gas and our propane regulator hose. What I like about this is on others, this looks like the propane hose, but it has this quick disconnect on it. So others I have had to screw on there. I'm going to like that this has a quick disconnect. Looks like we have a 30 amp generator plug to RV converter. So if you already have an RV, if you're going to use this for an RV, you probably have a couple of these already, but it comes with one. Comes with this converter to charge the battery. And it comes with a spark plug removal kit. One of the things that I'm gonna say, and remote start key fob looks like is in there. All right, so right here on the cover, so on previous generations of the Predator, it required 8mm socket to take off these maintenance covers on the side. So on this one, obviously it says air filter, spark plug, battery access. So this is where we're going to go in and check the battery. You go over here on this side, oil fill access down here at the bottom. Also different, this exhaust is on the side. Then we have our pull start. Also notice, hey, this is gasoline only. You do not want to use E85. It is safe for fuels with an ethanol mix. What else did I see up here on the top? So this has 120 or 240 outlets, 120, 4,500 watt. So I guess that's, you could have two 4,500 watt outlets or 240, 9,000 combined. Check oil every 8 hours. Clean air filter every 50 hours. Add fuel stabilizer when adding fuel. Run every 15, 20 minutes every 3 months. And change battery every 3 months. So, don't know how expensive that's going to be. I've had a few of these things and I've never changed the battery. Huh. Okay. So let's look and see what we've got down here. Go ahead, we're gonna unlock this cover. Well, I guess this is unlocked. It was unlocked. So we've removed the cover. So you have your valve covers. It's your carburetor, air filter. Here's your battery. Now your battery is already connected. So what I'm going to do is I have a battery charger that mates up with these type of connections. I'm going to use this to charge the battery. I am not going to use that other one. Just because of, like I said, the experience that I had before with it. So we'll hook up the battery. One of the things I noticed about this unit was that it didn't come with the oil. So, you know, a Pulsar would come with the oil, a Champion would come with the oil. For some reason, this is not coming with the oil. So anyway, here's your air filter that you'd have to change out every 50 hours. Little fuel lines. Your Predator engine's in there. This must be the inverter generator. So this is a pure sine wave inverter. That is really cool for something this big. You look in here, it's not plastic. It's got this aluminum frame. Okay, bolted probably down here to a steel frame. But on the inside of this plastic, this looks to be aluminum, or aluminium as they say on the continent. See the generator down here? So yeah, this has to be probably the inverter. Fuel tank down here is all heat protected. Man, for the price, what they do. Oh, that's what this is. This is the override manual choke. What that is. So now that battery's hooked up, we'll lock that back up. Use this handle, you just pull the pin. Up our camera just a little bit. So here's the cover for your oil. Again, like I said here, pull handle, exhaust. This thing has a CO detect, so if you're running it someplace, it's filling up with carbon monoxide, it'll shut it off. If you pull this off down here, ooh, that is, so down here, okay, you're gonna have your engine serial number is gonna be in there. Here's your oil fill cap. And I was like, hey, how in the heck do you drain the oil out of it? Well, here it is right here. So I do all this left-handed. Here is your oil drain hose. But for storage-wise, it's tucked up in there. They have a little plastic clamp right on the other side of that cover. That's pretty nifty. I think I still have a magnetized dipstick that I could probably fit in there. But I'm going to read the instructions. I'm going to figure out how much oil to put in this thing. We'll get some oil in it, and we'll get it started up. So this is a tri-fuel generator, but just reading through the instructions here. Connect to natural gas source using Predator 1/2-inch natural gas. Quick connect hose only. Item 70941. Not included. So all you're going to get in this kit is the propane hose. Okay, and so that kit is going to be about a 25-foot hose. Do not use the natural gas hose with any other applications. Okay, so I've got everything hooked up. Propane's hooked up. Put oil in it. So I put in some 10W30 Mobile 1. Not because I'm a snob, but because it was on sale at Napa. I have to do some other maintenance on my other generators. Which really, so this is my AI power. That's a dual fuel, 7,100 watts. I've had that a couple years. I need to get that started, but the battery was dead, so I'm charging it up. And I'm going to change the oil out in that. I'm going to run it and load it, and change the oil out in it. So anyway, so I'm going to start this up. We're going to get a couple. We're going to get some. We're going to check the decibel meter, see how loud it is. So what we'll do is we'll take this over to LPG. Then LPG, we'll turn this on. Not sure how well that's showing up. It shows, hey, we got 0 hours. Then you push this button twice. So it starts up. See, it starts in eco mode. Sitting right next to it. About 75 decibels in eco. Cranks all the way up. 83 decibels. 5. So I don't know, about 30 feet away. Easy to talk over, easy to hear. Maybe not super quiet. We'll compare that with the AI power when I change the oil and start it up. So in eco mode. About 30 feet away, it's at 55. Not bad. Okay, so here's our AI power just for comparison. This is a 7100 running on propane. And an eco right up next to it. We'll call that 75. About 58 from back here. In normal mode, about, what's it look like, 65? Thoughts on unboxing the generator. On the front, you have your 50 amp 240, 30 amp 240, and a 30 amp 120. You can draw full wattage off the 30 240 and the 50 240. I think you're limited to about half at the 120, right? My home, I have a 30 amp generator connector, 30 amp 240. So I got a 50 amp to a 30 amp 240 adapter or pigtail off of Amazon. That was nice and easy. I also want to say, I noticed in that video that I was covered, my black sweatshirt was covered in corgi hair. And you cannot have a YouTube channel called Camping with Corgis and not have to live with them. And the only thing that corgi hair does not stick to is a corgi. And it looks like I must have been rolling around on the carpet with them playing, or they slept in my sweatshirt. I don't know what happened, but I looked like a crazy corgi dad, you know. But thank you for the support, and thank you for watching. I hope you found this video informative and not tedious, and I will catch you later. Thanks.